Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about the topic how you can use LangChain framework for developing the prompt templates for doing the summarization task. So this is the topic of the week. So let us dive deep into the video. Before going to that, I would like to thank all my subscribers who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and also requesting to the new watchers to please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali, and also please tap the bell icon for latest notifications. So I'm very sorry for posting for this week video late due to my busy work schedule, but the topic is very interesting. So this is one of the important topics for the AI enthusiasts. So let us dive deep into the video, and also I will be discussing this particular thing into two different parts, so that one is for clearly understanding the requirements and the topic, and the next part will be the results and evaluation summary. So let us dive deep into the video. So firstly, what is LangChain? What exactly the prompt template mean? And what is summarization? So you have to know the meaning of this particular line. So first one, LangChain. So what is LangChain? A LangChain is a framework. So framework means you need to use that particular thing in your code for doing the task. Okay, so framework is different from the language. So language is simple, is nothing but the code that you're writing, but LangChain framework is nothing. Framework is nothing but which has a set of things already developed, and you can use that framework and the methods inside that framework for doing your task. Okay, so this is how you can define a framework is. Okay, there are many frameworks for web also, like I think you have Ajax framework and also different frameworks. Okay, but I was not quite familiar with web development, so I gave only that particular example. But in terms of data field and in terms of AI, there are numerous amount of frameworks, and however LangChain is quite popular for developing the applications using the LLM models. So that's why this is a very important and the prominent framework in demand for developing the AI applications. So that is the meaning of the LangChain. So LangChain is a framework. Okay, and then what is prompt template? So the name itself is telling prompt. So as we already discussed it in our previous videos, prompt engineering is one of the important technique that you need to understand whenever you're developing the AI applications, right? So for example, you're developing a simple chatbot. Okay, for doing that, you need to customize your particular thing in order to LLM to understand. So a prompt is nothing but giving some instructions or providing rules to the chatbot to act like what you need. Okay, so this is what exactly the prompt means. Okay, so template is nothing but the set of instructions that where you will give. Okay, so that is called prompt template. Next, summarization. So what is summarization? It's a simple English thing. So summarization means whatever the text that you're giving, you don't want everything in that. You just want the summarized content or summarized para from that. So that is called summarization. Of course, that is the most widely used thing by all of us in everyday life, right? Because nobody is so patient, right? So everybody wants the things to be done immediately. So you just view a bulk of chunk of text to the chat GPT and you want, please explain me in your own words and in a detailed summary, or else you just want to have some discussion posted for your subject, for your assignment. So what you will do, just paste the question and you'll ask, please view the text for 280 words and please summarize this and please give a brief title about this. So all these things are nothing but summarized versions of your text, right? So you can do this particular task. How you can do this particular task using the LLMs. Okay, so that is what our idea is. So let us dive. So firstly, as usual, you have to install the required libraries for your particular thing. So in order to do that, you have to install this, but you have to write these commands. So for that, first one is pip install langchain -- quite. As you know, as I mentioned, that langchain is a framework that we are using. So first you have to install the langchain. In order to do that, you're using this command for installing. And the next thing is you want to use like I'm using the GPT API, so GPT model. So based on your particular thing, like you can use PART, GPT, etc, etc. However, in all my videos I'm showing you GPT because it's one of the good and successful application currently running in the market. So that's why I'm using that. So pip install -u langchain -openai -quite. And the next thing is python.environment -quit. This is just the Python environment for creating the Python environment for accessing the variables. That's it. This is not a particular thing that you need to do for something fancy or magic like that. Okay. So once you're done with that, you have to import that. So from langchain open_openai, import openai method and then import OS, and from .environment import load_.env and the import langchain, and then you're just calling that particular method whether to see the environment is particularly loaded or not. So basically load_.env will have your environment variables accessed globally. Okay. Next thing is, as usual, you have to grab the OpenAI API key and then give it to a variable, and then you just get that thing setting as your global variable, so that you don't need to use every time that variable. Okay, once you set that variable and made it access to your laptop, you can just call using that os.getEnv method for accessing that particular API key. Okay. Next, so I would like to discuss a few use case scenarios that you can use with the help of LangChain, like how you can use LangChain for your own use day-to-day life activities for AI. Okay, so first thing is summarization. So it expresses the most important facts about a body of text or a chat interaction. So as I mentioned, so suppose you want a particular summarized version of a particular para. You don't want to read everything in that para. So just you give that para and you ask that to please summarize it. So it basically gather the important facts in the particular para what you provided, and then it will give you the summarized versions of that para by gathering all the important information. The next thing is question and answering over the document. So what exactly this means? So this is the use case scenario that we have already seen in our previous videos. So you will just provide the information in the form of documents, and whenever you ask the question based on the information in the document, it will give the answers. So this is one type of use case scenario that you can develop using this LangChain framework. Next one, extraction. So what is extraction? So extraction is something you're extracting from that. That means you're pulling the structured data from a body of text or a user query. Okay, so next one is evaluation. So evaluation is nothing but you're assessing. Okay, so you're understanding what exactly the output should be. So how the output should be. So like whether it is meeting the request. So basically you're assessing the output. Okay, so how the teacher is assessing you in the form of marks once you're done with your exam. So similarly, once the results are done, so once the output is arrived from the GPT, what you have developed, so you just evaluate whether the output is good or something like that. Okay. Next, querying the tabular data. So you just want to pull some data in the form of relational database management systems, that is in the form of tables. Okay, so that for that purpose also you can use. And then code understanding. So nothing but what exactly each line in the code mean and what it is doing. So you can do that, right? So simply whatever you have error in your code, you just give it to that and you just tell them, please explain this, what exactly this is doing, how to resolve this, etc., etc. I believe once has ChatGPT had arrived, many of you has been referring to ChatGPT rather than going to Stack Overflow. So the amount has been reduced of the people who is visiting Stack Overflow, right? This is because of this particular thing, that is code understanding is also possible with LLM models. Okay, the next thing is interacting with APIs. So interacting, so is nothing but you're intimating, you're communicating with APIs, application programming interface. So the simple and the best example is you're using the APIs and then you're interacting with a particular application that you want to get in touch with your code. Okay, so for that you can use. Okay, the next thing is chatbot. So a very widely known application that is with the help of this framework, you can make an interaction. You can answer the questions, the queries of your customers using this framework in your code by developing the chatbots. Okay, and then agents. So agents are quite different from chatbots. So agents are nothing but that's why we are calling it as agents, because with the help of LLMs, you're making the decision, the next decision. So basically, I have clearly explained you in our earlier videos, but again, I'm remembering you back. So I have made you some clear explanation between the distinct learning, right? So till machine learning, what you're doing, you're just saying yes or no, you're predicting, or else you're predicting a value or a continuous variable, etc. But with agents, but with AI, you're asking what exactly a human decision is mimicking like. So that is what AI means. So you can use this agents applications for making the decisions. Okay, for example, but of course in some fields it is quite harm, so that's why it's very important to evaluate before you use the any AI models. Okay, and even if any of you have been enthusiastic in Gemini, etc., I think you guys can heard this thing from the Google CEO, that how like we have seen numerous applications that we can produce with the help of AI, but we can't imagine how harm it is if you misuse that. Okay, so and I think many of you have been watching movies. I remember a Robo movie, so it clearly explains how damage in technology might harm if we misuse that. So that's it. So it's completely up to us to use the technology or not based on the own needs. Okay, so basically with the help of agents you can make decisions, so the LLM will assist you in taking the decisions. So again, when you're taking decisions in the real world scenario, you have to concentrate what is the impact, what are the disadvantages, what are the advantages. You need to assess before you do. That's the main thing in the current world, why the AI has to use or not. Many companies want to make some investments on AI, but due to its devastating decisions that it makes, so it might leads to harm, or it might leads to success too, but nobody can't assess the how harm it makes. So we have to make sure, we have to ensure. So the current use of technology is very important in the current world in order to make decisions, because it is very impacting our business, our own business. Okay, and also it may harm to society. So these are some of the applications that you can develop using this framework and using the LLM models. So this is the use cases. Okay, the next thing, so about the prompt templates. So I have told you that we are doing how you can develop the prompt templates for summarization using the LangChain framework. So what is prompt templates? So as I mentioned, prompting is nothing but giving instructions to the bot, right? So you're giving instructions to the bot, like you have based on your customized version of your application. So that is called prompt. So you're giving the rules in the form of template. Okay, so that is called prompt templates. Okay, And these are nothing but the predefined things for generating the outputs based on the prompt that you provided for the language model. So it contains the instructions and some examples and also some specific things that you need to do in your particular application. Okay, so we'll discuss the remaining continuation topic in the next week part 2 video of this same content. So thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you.